Hi and welcome to another episode of the GTeX Show. My name is Simone Vincenzi and I am your host for today. Now I'm really excited about having here on this show today the one and the only hashtag Let's Do This, Rohey Finn. How are you, Rohey?
I'm amazing today, thank you, Simone. How are you?
I'm extremely well, thank you very much.
Do you know what, Simone? Just before we start, I just wanted to say I'm honoured to be here on your show today, and the work that you guys do at GTeX is absolutely phenomenal. And also, congratulations on your TEDx talk as well.
Oh wow, thank you very much, that's it. I'm blushing. Alright, okay, I know I have red cheeks. Now, hashtag Let's Do This. Why, Rohey?
Why let's do this, Simone? Let's do this because there's so many people out there that don't believe that they can achieve anything. So many people out there who are in positions where people are telling them that they can't achieve anything. There's so many people out there that don't believe it's possible. But I'm here today to use myself as an example first and foremost, because I was in one of those situations where I didn't believe that things were possible and people are telling me that things weren't possible. So I'm here to use myself as an example of change and how change is good and can bring about good. And so let's do this because I'm here to tell everybody, and for people, I love it when I hear people saying, let's do this, you know, because it's like they're fired up, they're ready, let's do this. And when it's not just, I'm going to do this, let's do this, we're doing it together, let's do this. We're all supporting each other.
Wow, that's a great message. Let's do this, we are in this together and we can change. Now, tell us a bit more about your background.
My background, wow. You know what I say is that personally, my life has taken me on many, many journeys, and I've had I always see my life as it's in two parts. As much as I've had abuse and trauma through my childhood and growing up, I've also had an amazing life, and I've been so cared for and so supported, and I've met so many people along the way. And another thing that I was going to mention as well is that through my vast travel experience as a young child, I've actually managed to pick up quite a few languages and see the world for what it truly is, and see how people are different and how they relate to each other differently. And it's kind of given me that, I feel as though I'm able to kind of reach to everyone and to be able to talk and relate to everybody and put myself in other people's shoes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense by traveling the world, by seeing a lot of people and different countries. That makes obviously makes it easier to connect with other cultures and other different stories. Now, if someone is stuck and they want to find a way forward, and sometimes, you know, there are these moments in life where you don't feel there is a way forward. What is that people can do, or what did you do in that moment?
Do you know what? A huge question that I always ask is why? Why are you there? What are you feeling? What is it that's got you there? What makes you think that you can't move forward? If somebody else has done it, what made them do it? Where I was at a place where I was searching, honestly, so I'm not joking with you, I literally have just walked down the street, gone into the shop and been like, something, there must be something here. A book, it's always books, you know, if you come to my house, like it's full of books, I'm like, just give me a book, what is it? The shop's closed and they're like, come on, countdown time. I'm like, no, wait, I need to get this book, lights are going off, I'm like, titles, right, that one, and that one, yep, how to change your life in 7 days, amazing, brilliant. Honestly, it would just kind of, and what I believe as well is that you have to ask yourself the right questions. If you ask yourself the right questions, you're going to get the answers, and our brain focuses and it takes everything in. So if you're asking yourself the right questions, your brain is going to show you, not necessarily your brain, but what you're focusing on is what's going to become your reality. And one of the things that I've noticed on my journeys is that the reality isn't always as you perceive it. That there's always so many different levels.
There is much more to what we perceive. There is much more to our reality.
Exactly.
Now, I want to ask you one question. What is one of your biggest challenges that you were able to overcome? Because I know that there might be people out there that they might be in a place where struggle to find a way forward. They want to find desperately that answer. Now, what is, for example, a challenge that you overcome?
One of my biggest challenges is actually self-motivation and being able to get myself that when you're at that lowest point, or sometimes you're not even at the lowest point, but you don't have anybody there telling you or helping you to get to where you want to get to. And so what I've managed to do is become my own coach, which means that when I ask myself those right questions, where am I now? Why don't I want to be here? Where do I want to get to? That I'm able to go and seek out those answers, that I become my own best friend.
Right,
So that's what I do.
Beautiful. Becoming your own best friend. Because sometimes we can be our worst enemies.
Exactly. And so it is all about that. It's becoming your own best friend and learning how to become your own best friend. And that's one of the things that I want to share and teach people how to do, so that when you're there by yourself and there isn't anybody that's telling you, do you know what, you're okay. And because personally, quite a lot of my struggles have been internal, because I've never kind of shared what I'm going through with people.
Yeah, so from the internal struggle, you were able to overcome them.
Exactly.
And now, if someone wants to become their best friends and they want to get in touch with you, how can they reach you?
At the moment, Simone, my website is coming up and coming, and that is www.roheyfinn.com.
So www.roheyfinn.com.
And you can also instantly reach me on Facebook at the moment as well. So
Rohey Finn,
yeah.
brilliant, on Facebook. And you do a lot of Facebook Lives and Facebook videos. I love your videos.
Thank you.
Rohey, thank you very much for being here on the GTeX Show.
Thank you so much for having me, Simone.
It's been a pleasure. Guys, see you next time. Ciao.